идти, не идти в подвал, пойдем посмотрим.
The door to the weasel's den, guarded by the lion-head knocker. Both have seen better days. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds. You knock silently. The upholstery muff.
I guess no one is in. Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for. But every day till... Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. If the Merc Tribunal happens before we solve this, we are looking at casualties. What's one unlocked door compared to that? On the other hand, we could just leave and tell Evrard we opened the door. No one seems to be tailing us to see if we actually did it. Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task. You make the...
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this. Besides, if you never open it, you're never gonna find out what's behind the door. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. The sound of the key turning still echoes in the yard. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's... As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst a little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make the images betray a lack of interest in human beings. The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much. This person, the lieutenant, picks up one of the mugs.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump it, and now they've drawn the ire of the Union.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magic. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter.
You could ask Evrard who this person is once you're done here. The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in.
You okay there? You were looking pale there for a second. What are you looking at? Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old. Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago, but no, not much. I don't have a
Just an ordinary.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night.
How could anyone forget, asshole? A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. This is not the cleanest bathtub. That soap scum smell. It smells like the bathtub slowly fills with water. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired. Now you are alone with your thoughts. And they're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. Your fingers grow pale. You see the corpse. Then, houses along a narrow... The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold. The window stands broke. You see some light. This medicine cabinet is... There it is. The orange sun wearing feels like gold in your hands. Light and precious.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
man is the body is reluctant to let go.
Whoa. Yeah, fuck it to pieces for us.
It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the... It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot. See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off with nasty slices of polymers.
Look, he's skinning the fucker up good. Hell, keep at it, pig.
The legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed, but didn't the whirling have a kitchen?
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back late.
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used. A commercial pot draws your attention. It's far away in the darkness of a makeshift morgue behind Station 41's Lazarus. There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet. It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. The delicious smells of cheap soap and... All right now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface. A two-course dinner of rotten flesh. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human just like beef stew. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, then a pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect. down at the white ceramic sabatons, hugging your arches, and your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions. The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its property. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the sand.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about any. The fuck about it? You're testing. Get lost. Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill, your heartbeat quickens, palms go sweaty. The siren of amphetamine is singing you her song. No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1. Nothing happens. It must be. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip right through the metal. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere, ready to rip you to shreds with a broken box. You can just go in now. A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle. You pocket the bottle as if it were. Don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right. Blast it before you face the beast. Dérouille. Bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Something underneath there. It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns. It's deep in suffering somehow. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol. You don't have to take him down. He's already down. A lump of flesh is sticking out from under the blanket. It seems to be twitched. And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out. And then it dawns upon you. Clear. Pig, he says. He's trying to call you. Are you going to let a semi-conscious degenerate disrespect you? His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes. The light from the window is weak, but it seems like there's still plenty to be scared of here. Just not what you thought. No response. A pair of half-open bug eyes. His half-open eyes give him the look of a dead man.
Fucking hell.
The pile of blankets grunts. It's hard to say if there's anything left you could do. Silence. Only heat. He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing keeping him functional. This door is made of. No one answers.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno. Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, that's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distracted him. That Kuno wants to hear all about it. But first, we split the. Kuno knows what Kuno means. Wow, that's heavy. There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honourable like that. Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig? The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno.
Yeah, we got plans.
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
Yeah, you do some Sambo shit, sneak in. Was the.
Sambo is an acronym for Samoan boxing, graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Just letting you know.
What? Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window. Yeah, Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit. Stroke. Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed.
Stop saying all this sad shit.
There's a touch of grief.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit. Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think 'cause you broke turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
Yeah, you do some Sambo shits. What? Fuck right. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent. Yeah, Kuno's gonna have one too.
Stop saying.
There's a touch of grief.
Fuck you talking, sad? Kuno's got fuck right I am. Now get your nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. Turn into...
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
Yeah, so fucking what? Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
He's trying to fuck you.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into...
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
Fuck right there, where? Fucking 3 years or some shit. Yeah, that's right. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink. Fuck that shit. Kuno's gonna move underground.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
Yeah, pig. This shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb. Kuno doesn't...
The woman is...
Huh?
This orange machine is dead. You slip your fingers under. If you want to try again, then you need...
Equip the pry bar by going...
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Can I help you?
The bed is still cold from... The fan stands still. The lights are on. The switch must be broken. The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned... It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on...
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that
Recorded in you. Forever. On ferrotape.
on and on it goes. For us,
Behold, there are millions of them.
it's the world, Harry boy. And you're made it. You can never forget this shit.
Beautiful. It's
You're the son of the world again. Harris,
reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the...
you'll go insane if you keep going like...
For the working class. For the money, baby. For the greater good. For Revacon. Always and...
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. There he goes again.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry.
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Good. You're up. Listen. It's a suspicion. Or a feeling, really. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your... oh, sure. You've been making... but who's focusing on the big questions? But have you ever seen them? How do you know they're even there? You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité. The most awesome terror. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios. Harry, la responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions. Whoa. This isn't some kind of, like, a committee. Only the most evil, your half-brother, the lieutenant, is together. You'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Rivershaw. Most likely, your findings will be collected once they've reviewed it. Those same, rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done. Good luck. Your report is eagerly and this medicine cabinet is stocked with pill bottles wrapped. This window, smooth as ice.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again? Hello, officer. What brings you up?
She looks back. Time, don't worry. We will protect you from it. We will see through this. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs. Nothing. Just time. You are not anything out of the ordinary, and air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. She presses her elbows against her waist. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer. Wow.
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I can't say. Probably not. Sound. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestra. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard. It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, a slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the... That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded... Yes, it was very... Then you started screaming and trashed the place. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be the stunt. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. No problem, sir. Hello, officer? What brings you up here again? Sure. The record. So official. Not my favorite topic, but okay. I think he was in a security...
She nods.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now.
She meant she sees him in her dreams. You pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
How about we, change the subject? Not my favorite topic. I'm sorry,
She meant she sees...
You have?
She sees them in each other's arms.
Yes. And then he's dead. His mouth agape. Oh, yes. How about we...
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman. Right, you lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural. You lean closer to the... You clearly see footprints. The machine is...
Yes? I'm glad to hear it, Detective. If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks. And why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from... You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for? No. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility. Fascinating. And here I believed, in any event, I am just a humble law official. I may... You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit. The gentleman you met in the young man. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. Now, was there anything else? Okay, let's talk about it. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail. It was a joke, sadly. There's nothing I can do about your delinquency.
I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks, and looks away from the boots. The man ponders his cooking utensils. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the... A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. The faucet is quite terribly mangled. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam.
Hi again, gendarme. Oh, a committee. And if I may ask, gendarme, what is this committee about? God, of course it is. My friend is always trying as though I don't have enough. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course. Not a clue. I'm not as a gent. I guess you will. Bye-bye, gendarme. Hi again, gendarme.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
I've got nothing to say to you. I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could be.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International. The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. She is not amused.
I am not.
You could be, Liz.
Even a mod?
He's right. With a
So fucking what? Lots of.
No, Glenn, they aren't.
It's you again. What is it? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
She wasn't raped. The witnesses' statements were very clear.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my god, and you went and pushed her.
Titus Hardy!
Success. Titus back.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes...
The room is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. Someone has to rush in to break the tension.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it. Show it to him, T. What's the harm?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit, and then come back and tell me the soldier of the...
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try...
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM are. We have machines. We're in the...
Understood? You've listened in on...
Since way before their chiefs...
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff.
You don't care about evidence.
Pigs, T. They don't care about...
I won't be on your bulletin board. Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it.
Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday. Yeah, you do that.
You stare at the great door gunner megamix. The tape feels ominous. Upon it,
Again? I can't.
Yes? What is it? It means I'm a patrol officer, sir.
the compact tape player. There's no fixing this one.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore. My Kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should...
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again? It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen.
She is not at all worried the tape will come.
What does that recording say?
We are in the process of listening.
May I suggest the stereo system in your partner's room? I'm sure it plays more than oh. Mine, unfortunately, only comes... another broken thing in a line of broken things. Well, perhaps...
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you? I prefer the old name, Insulindian Lily. Girls brought them to young cadets when they entered service. Wearing them on your cap was supposed to bring good luck. It used to be. But the communards were fond of them too. Call them revolution. You know what? No.
You stirred up some bad...
But it wasn't the revolutionaries that sold the ID for you, was it?
Enough! I can go over these matters.
Maybells don't blossom yet, do they?
Maybe on some remote parts of the city they do. But I think you'll have to wait for at least a month. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Being on a 2-week... It's a private matter. Nothing...
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would...
I'm fine, goddammit! Mind you...
It's his heart.
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no...
No one has been guarding the container...
Yes! It's...
Look, officers, the container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to...
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now? Yes, it does. No one.
No one?
Yes.
Look, officer. The
possibility of someone
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and pity.
It's not charity. Not to me. Up there, I give it all I got. I earned my keep. But you're right, officer. Yes, it does. No one.
No one?
Yes.
Look, officer. Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't some.
Look, officer. Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now? Yes, it does. No one.
No one?
Yes.
Look, officer. Evrard created this job for.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Yes, it does. It's a pride.
It's his.
No one.
No one?
Yes.
Look, officer. Evrard created this. Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong.
Yes, yes, yes.
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
She is nobody. This is.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Her hands move over.
I don't mean.
For what it's worth,
I don't even. Great. Wonderful. Excuse. I don't know. Some things are. Right. What about.
She gives you a short nod. You stare at the now familiar. A cockatoo is a. This book talks about. You stare at the now in cold as ethnic. It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure? They go through a brief and somewhat. He toils through the daily. She spends the memory of their short as life leaves their remains between. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Shelves full of biographies of famous people. Several maps. The maps look old and faded. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks, featuring an extreme. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very. She's laughing at him, Between the throne and the Hyamdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
Can I help you? Do I have a
He sound, and it's not a shaker. It's nothing.
Am I
Because he's not.
Because I'm
What you want, play it calm. This
Well, you're not getting it!
This is a thoughtful exchange, but can we move on, please?
Another thing. Great. I love that. Why? No, fuck it.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
Yeah, neither do I. Thank you for telling me, I guess. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Yes?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. Yes, at last. You find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB for, why yes, your priest. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. Harrier Dubois, HDB. This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito. The mural is enormous. True love is possible only in the next world. People call it that thing, and the graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is the 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message. All of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how a staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it, turns out the opposition were a loud minority, And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us. In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter, and agreement as aka Leslie and Burke, aka the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed. You were so drunk you didn't remember what it was when you signed. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers, and for Burke, you would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your... Can you keep yourself off the street, threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up? It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH, had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference. Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to. He must have it confused with the property he... In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment killed them. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying... Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to... Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, that's all you got. From the half hour you spent peace, who knows? Those... Don't worry. One day, some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside. Yes, as you've said here, inside they were leaving it out in all these cigarette butts, coffee cups. No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show murder. Tom beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang. Joseph Mills was on this case that Mills didn't get off the pot. No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, no, it's soot and water vapor. It doesn't do any... Yeah, so anyway... Young man in his 20s found with his skull. No one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon. Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl, see? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply. Yeah, he liked his hookah. Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of it takes about half an hour. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still. Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe... It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. It takes about half a... This one, the mere true people, the graffito crew. The case, the crew agrees to the 9,000 people subjected to the mural's mess. A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world. Did someone ask what you believe in, man? Not much has changed.
again, officers. Have you come to admit?
The lieutenant, hatred, the woman.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first name, Pigs, not her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? By love, you did. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter? You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare? Of course. He must have his practical uses. He could have kept it with corruption. Fantastic.
The RCM does not pick sides in...
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told... How could I stop you?
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Oh.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about it.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's weird. Oh, no. Which isn't a suggestion.
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as any...
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he? The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume... Why, if I may ask?
Yes, Detective. What were you hoping to accomplish with this strange thing?
Very curious. A very curious thing to do.
Truly. But that's how he operates.
A strange equanimity has overtaken...
What else? Of course, Detective. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? You're back. Good. What can I fear I've told you all I know. Is there anything else I can help you with?
The tear machines, your bottles clunk into... Do you know what you should do with that? To the left of some... A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. colourful display of cigarettes.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Well, hello. Someone seems to light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this. There's a satisfying pop as you see a flash of teeth. A young woman smiling at you near some railway overpass in your ruined past. Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but
from the void we came.
Is this...
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend. Los Ardi? They're sort of like...
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes?
Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change.
Right to work!
The unpromising race pupil returns.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Idiotic commune above all. rampant multinational finance. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened. I can see that. We are the future. I am a No.
He would be appreciative if...
I'm from Couronne. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for... The unpromising race pupil return. I am not the hard. Now leave me be. Racist.
Welcome. He must think...
I am not like them. I am craniomet correct. There is nothing for... I cannot...
The payphone hangs. This is the night.
Mister, I'm not gonna bother you.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today? I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and...
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What? Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry. This has got racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved...
Yes. Do you think...
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement, but he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are neat freaks. If you don't mind me saying so, I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right? Of course, Harry.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild...
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yesut, Seminine...
Those Senorita Pineapple people are scary motherfuckers.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so... Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, one of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey.
By negotiator, you mean?
Harry, what you need to realize is, We dock workers are not. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does.
An entire neighborhood of killers.
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duty...
That sounds a bit like
They're like you guys. Ideal...
Again, that...
So these idealists...
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss," he probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them two...
Aren't you worried we might arrest...
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and...
If he's just boasting, then he places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
So they shot him?
He was shot in the head.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's... How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in... These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry...
So you believe the scabs were...
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial... Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told...
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal?
He wants you to do more things for him before.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fans. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear.
Interesting. Who said...
They're almost all of them great guys, bornly... Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like...
Separate one from the herd.
Oh, that would definitely be Fat Angus. His feet smell from a city block away, and he's always having noisy stomach troubles. Horrible, revolting guy. You would die, Harry. You would die, and in the process start a bloody and completely unnecessary... Angus, his ever-growling stomach, and his smelly feet are all part of the Union. Actually, less, because this is my hometown. Oh, Harry. This is getting real grim, and there's no need for that. We are friends. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry.
You can now go and tell Titus about this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real. Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else? Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And yes, Harry, it's like I can't fully trust you.
A man of the left, so you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent pro-
And what would isn't it?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my...
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr.
But he thinks it's...
As I said, it weighs on... I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to... Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned. They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Maris. You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to... You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then, I'll know you're a solid socialist. Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry. What? Oh, how could I forget your little side project? Well done.
So do I. That's one tasty brew. You should drink some right. Wasteland of reality. Congrats, you're sober. It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years though. It'll be depressing, and it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all.
Mr. Dubois.
Oh, hey, mister.
Before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Hello, Wandering Man.
Right, 2, 1.
I've got nothing to say to you.
It's you again. What is it? so you win.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us? You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
Let's see. The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out again.
Good one, Titus.
About fuck. Yeah? What about you do that?
Droplets of rain fall on the white on blue police livery. Do something important? Something murder-related? Even at a standstill, the Unibot, someone has waxed it recently.
You want to take a closer look? 130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
You lost me there. The Kinema is fast. Feels right at home on the raised motor track. Yes, an extraordinary
It's nice and all, but why so much? Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot. It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
Sorry,
Lingo it up.
No.
Use bigger words.
Porno. That's short for pornography. That's a negative on the
No one in the history of convictions has been more sure.
100.
I reckon that's a
7.2.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Yes.
It's nice and all, but helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual. It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree lip.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like...
Yeah, tribal shit.
Well, I appreciate the interest you take.
It's just theoretical work, Copper.
Was it a good idea on the lieutenant's part to get into this? Don't even answer that. Just leave. You can always come back later, on your own terms.
I can tell you who we're not, cop.
Сани,
We're not
здорово.
snitches
В каком магазине брал
or
видеокарту?
skulls.
Здорово. Слушай, это такой маленький магазинчик. У нас в Нижнем Новгороде не сетевой. По-моему, называется типа Атланта или что-то. Сейчас я поищу. Ну, тебе название ничего не скажет. Ну, они прикупы. Они просто дешевле, чем в ДНСе продавали. Вот. А так реально из ДНСа. Там гарантия 3 года, все дела. Я не знаю, есть ли ДНС у тебя в твоем городе. Должен быть, наверное. Не знаю.
Which is not to say that the
Надо
skulls are
убрать.
on the contrary.
ДНС фуфел магас.
У нас других нету. Фактически. Либо перекупы из участников на Авито, либо ДНС. Стилинг почти помер. Видео и прочей электроники нет.
The part of this presentation you want to take home.
These skull people are more...
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
The question was rhetorical.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual. A testament to the violence and death.
They usually occupy the burnt
Есть хороший магазин, но я не знаю, с какого магазина они покупают.
В Москве, наверное, много магазинов. Там есть 1, 2, 3. Да, есть там Олди, Компьютер Плюс или еще что-то. Регард. Ну, там надо смотреть. Что там еще? Есть сайт хороший. Ой, сайт, канал, который рекламирует сайты по железу. Называется «Мой компьютер».
Они заказывают со стороны Краснодара, я так думаю.
Я не знаю. Сейчас тебе попробую подсказать. Этот компьютер. Вот, да, цены магазинов комплектующих только 5 лет сравнения.
Может, даже с другого города.
Всем привет, сегодня...
Да, сейчас доставка Авито, Озон, Яндекс.Доставка.
Через интернет, в общем.
Вполне можно брать. Чем я тебе ссылку кидаю? Ты посмотри, он сравнивает все магазины по компьютерному железу. Очень такая удобная штука. Ну, хуже не будет.
No, they really aren't.
Murder? Yeah, sure.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged.
Yeah.
These punks don't know any.
Hey, stop right there.
Fucking philosophy, man.
Like murder.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future.
By the way, if you see Cindy...
Odd. There isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like the lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Old man, it doesn't matter. You'll be...
A young woman kneels on a sheet of ice, as if looking for something lost ages ago. She bends until her right ear.
Yep.
GTA 24 году выходит.
Yeah, man.
GTA уже не там будет. Там 3 основателя были. Я так понял, остался один, и тот не полностью контролирует процесс. Мне кажется, игра так скатится в обычное среднее. Без какой-то изюминки, которая была всегда в GTA.
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least we're gangs.
Apart from the unions.
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, we are. We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, because we can be just as psycho.
Ah, you'll see for sure once we're in.
You don't feel very scared.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to...
Hey, there's no need.
Yeah. Didn't you cops like...
Больше всего убило это заправки Ахаха.
Заправки убили? Это я... Заправки не понял.
What about them? Well, first off, it's a statement and not... The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the grand... What I mean by this is, we are all...
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one. To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times. And even then, it isn't... You get more fish in a shorter time. Because when one fucks...
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass...
Yes?
Leather
jackets adorned with immature writing?
А, заправки, все понял. Я не знал, либо внимательно смотрел видеоролик. Мне кажется, бензин такой. Просто как для галочки. Можно заправляться, можно заправляться, можно соседнюю тачку гнать. И его надолго хватит. Я помню, как когда Сан-Андреас появился куча всего. Качалка и салоны всякие. Фастфудика.
What are you implying? I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Neither. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two states. Seems about right, especially considering...
So are we done here? Or... You don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Так, сумрака надо нагнать 83%. Давай попробуем куртки отжать. Есть. Быстрее пхать.
Да лучше бы они делали реализм. Развитие персонажа. Заработка денег в одиночке.
What? No! Skulls don't have kings.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down.
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects.
He gets it.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want?
You got it. No need for cruelty.
Oh, man. Okay. Fuck.
Курточки собрали.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Ладно, давай я спать.
Давай, тоже спать.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell.
Cold-hearted cop.
The need will not... The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone...
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Что, раздели пацанов? Так, драма +1, сумрак +1, а тут полицейская волна, визуальный анализ. Даже не знаю, риторика, авторитет. Ладушки. Слушай, письмо.
A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing building. This is either an ominous or cool architectural...
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
There is no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction. Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After...
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
Подписи поделать. Ладно, подписи потом будем поделать. Надо катушку найти.
shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed. Everything's still cool here, officer.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted the boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harman Waushi, stares at you, longing.
Sorry, man, I can't be giving out freebies. A discount?
A man like that in a neighborhood like this, in a rickety house falling into the sea, there's fear in him. Use it to your advantage.
No, not really. I expect momentous change at any moment. Fine. For realities.
Success. Sort of. Whatever gets the job done, right?
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go.
You see rows of toy soldiers.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with any. Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it. Sure thing. Maybe. Shady looking guys came in here yesterday. They went their way.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Sure, man.
Так, ну что ж, у нас остался один квест с таинственной пленкой и магнитофоном. И можно идти на другую часть карты в хижину рыбаков. Всем пока.